Hello there everybody, Oymon here, and welcome back to House Flipper 2. Well, when we last left off, we'd finally switched across to the east side of the mansion and made some pretty decent progress. We've done about half a dozen rooms on this side of the mansion so far, give or take. And yes, so we've done a little art deco room here, and we've got the little, well, I say little, the sort of garishly bright red area over here. But of course our next goal is the dog window attack corridor place thing. So we shall endeavor to do that. Which way does the door go? That way? That way. That's fine. Okay. So I can see roughly based on okay, so we've got alright, let's do some painting or some, covering over at least. Does it connect? It does not. It's just on the outside wall. Interesting. Okay, I got an idea. Get rid of the cut pen. Okay, I also think, where is it? Why the sudden lines? Don't know. Let's add these in. Okay, so we'll flip this around. Thought, yes, we need to snap the grid. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we need, let's see. Okay, how come the... Whoops. Should work. Yeah, that looks decent enough. Again, it's not 100% accurate, but you got to deal with what you got to deal with. I'm really not sure. It's kind of hard to tell what the roof is. Is that painted or is that like wood or... I really can't tell. We could just say that it's sort of a light brownish kind of wood and paint it. Okay. So we got stripes and we got sort of flower pattern mixed in with them. Well, that's it. I can only change the background color. Huh. But then the plants are blue. Why are the plants blue? Oops, wrong button. As always. You'll do. Okay, so from what I can tell, it's pretty much just the entire wall of this area. Nice. Okay, so next up, we've got 5 little chandeliers as lights. Okay, how many have we got? So 2. Easier way to do this. $39. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Is that the same length or is that a different length? It's probably different. That's definitely different. There's only just one down the other corridor, isn't it? There is a surprising amount of light in this corridor. Considering it's the corridor, there's lights everywhere. It is quite surprising. Oh, alright, I can delete them later. Nice. Alright. And the last but not least... Oh, that's a fair point. We need to do the carpet. I forgot about the carpet. Pay attention now. Pay attention. It's not a million miles away. Let's see, anything better? It is kind of a shame you can't do carpet. I mean, I guess you kind of can, but I never found these that good. Like, the fact that they can't go right up to the edge is like, why not? Because then you've got to, like, move them so that they do. Which isn't, like, terrible, but it's like, well, why can't we just place down a bloody carpet? And then, you can't add any textures to it. Oh, no, you can. I think you could. Ah, has to be in color. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I still don't have a match for that, but... I guess it works. See, I don't like it. Like yeah, okay, it's like what I'm kind of aiming for, and it has, you know, carpet sound. Why can you not just put down carpet? I don't know why you cannot just put down carpet. I don't like it. Wasn't that one? Which one did I pick? It was you, wasn't it? Close enough. Okay, oh yeah, tables, desks, cabinets. I think that comes under storage. And it's a low thing with a glass top. Apparently there is nothing with a glass top. Okay, what's the closest? I mean, that's kind of close. Yes, okay, it doesn't have the glass top part, but aside from that, it's pretty accurate. Yeah, I think that's about as close as we're going to get. And yes, we are going to include the movable ones because, yeah, okay, they're movable, but... In fact, honestly, it looks more like the movable one than it does the non-movable one, but... Okay, so there's 4 down there, and I think there's 4 down here too. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, we'll buy these. Might need to space them out a bit more than that. Also, I only put 4, I needed 5. I'm an idiot. No, no, no. Grab the... Thank you. Okay. Wait. It was 4. Why did I think it was 5 all of a sudden? That's why I placed down 4 in the first... Thing is, these ones aren't as big. That's what's throwing me. Because I don't think I have anything that's that big. It's a shoe bench. Hmm. Yeah, excuse me. Right. Close enough. Okay. And some of them do have little light stands on them. Just small, basic little things. Kind of like this, only... they're kind of reddish. A dark red. Oh, that's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. Never mind. that seemed smaller when I was looking at it. Never mind. That's a bit more like it. Nice. Alright, I think that's that sorted and done. Now into the green room. That's a decent shot. Okay, so the floor is just sort of brownish floorboards. That's perfectly fine. Hmm. Perfect. That is more or less exactly what it wants. Obviously you can't do the diagonal line, but you can do close enough. So I'll take that. Okay. So I think... Okay, so how are we going to do... I'll finish off the rest of the wall. Because there is kind of... Where was it? I know I've seen it somewhere. There was something that looked a bit like this. Wasn't that? That's not quite it. Where was it? That. It's kind of close. We make it sort of lightish green and darkish green. It doesn't have the pattern inside it, but it's close. Maybe not. It's a bit weird, but then that wallpaper is a bit weird, so okay, let me just take that a second. Get rid of the cut pattern from it. I I'd say it looks a little overly bright and colourful, but no, that's just kind of how the room looks. Okay, roof. Also, I wanted to check something real quick. Let me, Now, you see, that's the thing. You can have carpet, you just can't have patterned carpet. I knew there was a reason why. I think that's how you're supposed to get carpet on the floor. You're just supposed to pick a textile, but you can't have a pattern on it. For some reason. I knew there was a reason why. Anyway, what am I doing? Ceiling! Now, the ceiling is kind of beige-ish, but it has a grid pattern. A large grid pattern. It ain't gonna line up, but then I can't change the alignment on the pattern. At least I don't think I can. It looks like... Yeah, looks like we've got a... I don't know if I can find a better angle of it. I doubt it. Most of the angles are downwards facing for obvious reasons. Yes. Okay, so that's the best one we got of the ceiling. I mean, it is a decent shot of the ceiling, but it looks like we've got a runner along the edge. A very dark wood. Lovely. Perfect framing almost. Right, lighty lights. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, actually, for those ones, these ones are almost accurate. Almost. Actually, I should go get one from somewhere else. Yoink. Okay, now I am fairly certain I can at least intuit where some of these are based on where the sort of lights are. Now, based on this, there's obviously one. Oh, hang on, let me just. There's obviously one about here-ish, which is good. So we know. So we know for a fact there's one there. That's good. Now I can't imagine. Now you probably don't need one there. There's got to be one somewhere on this corner, though. Based on the brightness, I'd say yes, it's literally where I'm pointing right now. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Need to adjust it slightly, make sure it's 100% accurate. So yeah, it looks like one above the door. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Yeah, we'll have to go into the outside room next. Oh, pictures. I didn't think about the pictures. Right, yes, there are pictures on the wall. Half of which I can't even tell what the bloody hell they are, but we'll just have to make a potluck guess, won't we? I could be wrong, but that one looks kind of dark greenish. No, also, that's a mirror. I meant to pick up a... Where's the bloody pictures? Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Literally can't tell what the bloody hell it is, so it's just gonna have to go. escape that could maybe be a bit smaller? Is that it in terms of pictures? I think so. At least it is as far as I can see. That's cool. Excellent. Another room done. Alright, and into here. Now, this is going to be tricky. Obviously, we can't do anything about the exterior. That just is what it is. Now, I completely changed the door because we don't have metal doors. Whatever. Excuse me. Also, you open inwards. I'm pretty sure that door opened outwards, didn't it? Nope. God damn it, I missed it. Okay, for a start off, the handle's on the wrong side. Secondly, I'm pretty sure, as I say, it opened outwards. Okay, so we've got mossy stone on the floor. That's fine. I think I can do something about that. You got moss. Don't necessarily have mossy stone. You got stone. Tiles. You know what? That kind of works. Technically it's plaster, but shh, no one can tell the difference. Right. If I made that too tall, should only be 2 up. I think one of the things I do quite like, if you look in the background, according to this, the building kind of just stops here. Which, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I think what it actually is there's supposed to be like a big bush here that's blocking the rest of that off. You don't get the overhang. And for the record, the overhang is essential, because that's just something that's on the map. I think I showed you guys the map of the first floor of this place. Because if you look, actually, no, that's the wrong one. hang on, if we go to map, if you look at the mansion first floor, and if you look at the red room where we are now, right, it sticks out a bit, right? Sticks out of that line bit, right, obviously. But then, if you go to the second floor, oh no, that's where it all sort of juts out. It doesn't line up properly on the map, which is kind of irritating, but if you actually compare them directly to each other, which I did, it doesn't line up. I think that must have been an oversight during development or something, because it's just something they didn't realize that that was an external room, not an internal room, you know? But that's neither here nor there. Okay. So, sorry, I pressed escape by accident. And I gotta get that off of pause so I can see what the bloody hell I'm doing. Right. I'm not sure what the hell I'm going to do about the boiler. I'm also really not sure what I'm going to make the outside of the mansion actually look like. Because you barely see it. Like, you briefly see it at the beginning, you briefly see it at the end. You see it more in the remake, of course, because that's just a CGI thing, but... Anyway. Paint. We need white. We just need some nice basic white, it would seem. So aside from that, which, you know, I don't like it being pure white. Yeah, I need to change it to like a slightly dull grey. Just tone it down by just a teensy little bit. Yeah, it is quite weird how this works. It really does feel like this little section of the map. I wonder if they added this in like afterwards, because this room doesn't do anything. It's literally just an external room for, as far as I can see, no reason at all. There's really no point to this room. I wonder if it was like going to be one thing and then they changed it into another, because the background doesn't entirely make sense based on where it is. It does kind of just jut out of the mansion just kind of randomly. So I do wonder if maybe there is an element of that to it. Wasn't that like an external oven? Or was that a kiln? I'm sure there was like an external oven thing you could have. Because it's in your starting house, isn't it? Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't actually build it. Oh, there it is. It's slightly bigger than I thought it was. You know, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm not 100% sure if that thing even is a barbecue. I mean, oh, it's a boiler. Boiler and some barrels. Yeah. See, again, it makes me feel like this was part of a puzzle that never finished. You know what? It's a little modern, but get in there. It is at least a boiler. Can we make a barrel? There are no barrels. Well, I guess it'll just have to be you then. Side of the house would just have to wait. Right, so this is a bathroom, of course. Really not sure what I'm going to do with the overhanging bit out back, but I've got a while before I get there. Doubt I even get there today. We're knocking them out. I mean, we've done 3 rooms, and 2 of them are long corridors, so this is another room I feel that likes kind of cheats. Not sure, because yeah, it's just one of those rooms that I feel like they kind of cheated at. Anyway, it's time for a break. Back in a minute, guys. Snappy. And we are back. Alright, so we have a very yellow room. Looks like we also might need to fill in the wall a bit. See, again, I feel like this room is too small. But it's like, I couldn't make it any bigger. Alright, toilet. Toilet. Yes. Got a bath over there. I think I should probably get started on the walls first, though, before we put too much stuff in front of them. So we need a kind of a yellowish. Across almost the entire wall. That's close enough. Sure, I think I only want to take it 3 up. Looks like a sort of a dark grayish almost. Okay, so I think, based on sort of what I'm, whoops, come on, here we go. What I'm seeing there, I think the floor is like tiled squares. They seem kind of stretched, but I think that's a kind of distortion in the picture. Tiles. Kind of like this, only. Well, yeah, I suppose it would be. See, this is the thing. I'm not sure if the yellow is the light or if it's the walls. It's probably the walls. That's pretty close. Okay, let's see. Now, technically speaking, I don't think I can see the ceiling actually in this thing at all. I don't think there's any decent shots. I think I do want to change real quick actually. Using you to just straight up. I think it might have a pattern on it, but it's so hard to tell. I'm genuinely not sure, but I want to look like this anyway. Okay, so we need a bath. Because the thing is, right, I could... in fact, I know how I can get that to look like that kind of beveled edge at the top there. What I'd have to do... I think it's here. Yeah. You have to get this. And I'd have to plant them. All the way along. Right. Then I'd paint them. And then one by one, I would have to take these... well, no, I'd have to change the thing. I'd have to manually move them into the thing. And you know what? I don't want to do that. I know it's accurate. I know it would look really good. Do you have any idea how many of those I'd have to fucking do? I mean, I could do it. This is the thing. I could do that. Because, hang on, I'll show you what I actually mean in terms of what I'd have to do. Okay, so you place it down. Like that. Perfectly fine. You then paint. Then go to this. No grid snapping. Oh, that looks really fucking good though. I really don't want to have to do this. It's going to take so fucking long. Okay. Wouldn't be so bad if I could just like replicate this, but no, I'm going to do it for every single one. Pull you out just a little bit. I might not be able to fit them all in, actually. Which could actually be a legitimate problem. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that part. Do I really want to do all this? Ah, you know, I wondered if that might be a thing. There we go. Okay, we can hide it like that. That's fine. No one will notice. Perfectly fine. Ah, that's a problem. Yep, no one will notice. Perfectly fine. It's fine. It's totally not noticeable. Looks perfectly okay. Don't even question it. Yeah, then we're going to have to do this. It's going to be tricky how we're going to handle some of this. Especially with, yeah, that. Here's what it is, unfortunately. Hang on. Paint those two sides, that's good. You're not entirely sure what I'm going to do with those corner bits, but I have an idea. As tedious as it will be, that one I'm just going to leave. Sorry, that is just absolutely going. I am not going to touch it. I am absolutely going to leave it. Come on, almost there. Actually, we're not, because we've still got the corner bits to work out. Was this worth it? Absolutely not. I mean, it's accurate. It's certainly accurate. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with the corner bits. At this point, I'm just done. Oh god, that took way too bloody long. Right, bath. What kind of bath? Well, it's kind of like that, but with like a curtain and stuff. Can we not change the interior? No, I suppose we can't, can we? Well, in that case, it's just going to have to be white. wonder if the boiler's there to warm up that. No, I never considered that before. It's possible. It is indeed possible. Just wondering if I can find a smaller one, but it'll do. Okay, so that's that. We need a towel. There isn't a standing towel rack then. That's annoying. Yeah, I need a smaller bathtub than that. Like, it's good, but it's too big. Also, the fact that that kind of looks like a towel rail is insane, but okay. Close enough. Right, I don't think... Oh, I haven't even done the ceiling yet. Alright, what am I not? Okay, I need that there. Do you have a fan thing? What's that? What about any lights? Ceiling lights. Don't think any of them have fans, do they? No. Well, we're just gonna have to do this then. And set it to something dark. It's close enough. Put it sort of roughly in the middle. Yep. And for the record, that is the only light in the room. We also have to... I'm assuming that is a sink. It's sort of a sink in a big unit. Which apparently just isn't an option. I mean, that's kind of the closest one. Now we need some very, 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 very small pictures. Nope. Ooh, that works. Eee, tiny, tiny picture. Okay, and we've got... Close enough. I spent way too long on that. Ah yes, the impossible room. Let's get out of there before I change my mind on something else. Happens a little too often if you ask me. Such a sucker for details is the problem. And yep, there's the flickering roof. Because, yeah, sorry, that just kind of happens. Come on now, there we go. Alright. Now, technically speaking, this room's a damn sight bigger than it appears, but as I said, that room cheats like nothing on earth. Because it looks like it goes up right into the other floor, right? Except, that's the wrong one again. Except, if you look at the map, that's where you are there. And then if you look at that on the floor above, it's just right in the middle of the intersection of several rooms. And it's like, yeah, no, sorry, that's not how houses work. A house must obey the laws of physics. And, you know, geometry and shape and all this, that, the other. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, looks like we got a marble-ish wall. Okay, we've got tiles on the floor. I think those are just tiles. That reminds me, I didn't check. Which way does the door open? Okay, firstly, the door itself is the wrong way round. Secondly, it opens inwards. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's some sort of weird emulation thing. Because obviously I'm emulating this for reference. Okay, so we've got a weird strip of that's I think I'm gonna press the right bloody button. Right. That's close enough. Right. Now we need kind of a mottle pattern. Don't know if that would be better as marble or... then I think okay, that's good. And then we can... I don't think... Hang on, let me just zoom across to the other side of it. Whoop. I'm thinking there are two ways I could do that, theoretically. One is to do something a bit like that, perhaps. The other option I mean, it would certainly work, but I don't know if it would fit exactly. The other option I've got is unfortunately a bit more complicated. We shrink them in. To sort of build it up like that. It's certainly one way to do it. It's a very long-winded process, though. If I make one, then I can just copy, paste, and maneuver them around as needs be, but it's a lot of work. But then it would be accurate, at least. Oh, is that as small as I can make them? It looks to be. That. Problem is the corners are too big and I can't shrink them down too much. It's a cheat, but I think using the... because I don't think there's anything of that sort of shape with the inturned corners or anything like that. I don't think there's anything like that. Okay, and now we just flatten it up against the wall a little bit. Apparently you kind of already were. It's weird the ones that are up against the wall and the ones that aren't. You know what? It's closer blood enough. It's also 5 o'clock, so time for a break. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Nope, that's not right. There you are. It did open inwards, didn't it? Yeah, but we need to flip it. It's right-sided. Yeah, okay, that's good. Again, this room feels too small, but we will do what we can. Actually, that's a fair point. This room doesn't have any lights in it. Because you can't have any on the ceiling, because the ceiling comes down. But there aren't any on the... Where the hell are the lights in that room? Hang on. So I was just thinking, oh yeah, I've got to remember to put the light on the ceiling. Wait a second. Where were the lights in the last room? I think it's implied that there is one on the ceiling, but... it comes down on your fucking head. Oh well, whatever. We should probably stick a light in here. I don't know what kind. Doesn't need much. Okay. You know, I think... it's just a little bit bigger. There we go, that works. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now. Okay, good. Now, what kind of wallpaper is that? Kind of floral. That's kind of close. Hmm. That is pretty close. Not 100%, but take what you can get. Okay, very good. Oh, a big rug and floorboards. I don't know what kind of floorboards. I can barely see from this angle. Oh, in fact, I think I can see, actually. I know what kind of floorboards those are. It is... Actually, probably got to get the color first, which is kind of darkish red. But it is this cut pattern. Believe it or not. Oh. Never even noticed that. What is that for? Oh, just a weird lump in the wall for some reason. Random. The question is, do I want to bother with it or not? That is indeed the question. Guess I've got a rug. I've got a fireplace. Which looks like that. Oh yes, I can't remember if I mentioned this last time, but one of the things they did add in the last update was fire. Woo! Nice fiery glow. I do think some of the things they added in the last update really should have been in the game at launch, but I got the feeling they just wanted the game out. And it's not like the game was bad at launch, it was just missing a few things. I think they're slowly going to add them, patch them back in, which you could argue they should have done in the first place, but what you gonna do? Okay, I genuinely cannot see what the hell the ceiling looks like. Like, at all. That is a no. Even crackles. Very nice. Yes, lovely, warm, glowing glow. And come on, go to that. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. We got a big fucking carpet. That it kind of goes up to there, and then we gotta go stretch it, because of course we do. Okay, a plant pot in the corner. It's a bit like this one. That might be too big. Let's go for medium. thinking probably no to the trees. Good enough. To get a plant that looks a bit like the one in the game, though, it's kind of like too big, almost. Can't put the banner up on the wall. We can at least get the sofa. Sofa. Kind of like this. A bit thinner, perhaps, but oh, maybe that. That's a bit more like it. Maybe. See, the ones that are thin enough have armrest. Oh no, actually no, that does have an armrest. Stand corrected. I didn't think it did, but it kind of blends in with the. Looks a bit like that one actually. It changes the wood to like a darker wood. Why can that only be metal? I hate that. That is something I really don't understand about this, is how for some reason some things can't be wood, and I don't get why. It's like you don't need to be like that. Okay, now we need a table, like a... What would it be under? Console table? Maybe the dining table. What, it seems a bit low for that. It's more like a coffee table, but not. 78 no rounded ones. Yeah. I mean, that's about as close, but it needs to be wood. Okay, that's pretty good. A little table with a something on it in that corner. It's like a vase. Which is apparently just not an option for me. I think I ran into this problem before too. You. Got that. Pictures for the wall, I guess. That's good, that's good. Do I want to put... Can't quite see what it is. It looks like a couple of cups, a candle holder, and some kind of plate bowl thing. Like a stand, like a fruit bowl. I don't think I've got anything like that. Okay, obviously can't get the shotgun up on the wall. Sad. But everything else looking pretty good, I'd say. Some miscellaneous stuff on there, but not necessary. Okay. I think we're okay to copy this through. Don't know if... Oh yeah, it does. See, now that's weird. That we get the wallpaper on those walls, but not on the back walls. That's really odd. I feel like I've seen that wallpaper in another room in this house and I don't remember where. Can't tell if that back wall. Yeah, I think it does. I think it has the wood runner around it. Because I'd almost argue that maybe that back wall is supposed to be the wallpaper, but like slightly destroyed. But I don't think it is. I think it is. I think it is destroyed. I think it is supposed to look pretty rough. Plaster peeling off and everything. But nope, come on. Come on now. It's supposed to be a kind of dark greenish. Alright, very good. Looks like we got the ceiling things up there again. Whoop-a-dee-doo! Alright. Nice. Okay, let's go get a couple of lights from somewhere. Huh. That's interesting. Just looking at the transition. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Looking at the transition. Huh. I think. Could be wrong, but I think this actually goes in. Just looking at that, it kind of looks like it does that, doesn't it? Because this is definitely like that. I can see that. But I think this looks a bit like that, only I think it's a few shades darker. Might even just be grey. It's hard to tell because I almost cannot see a... Close enough. Yeah, it's hard to tell because that's the only angle I got for the ceiling. And like this is supposed to be like just tucked away around the back. Which is why, well, as I say, it kind of just is tucked away around the back. that's that. We need... Not sure if I want to do all the vines. And I can. And I'm not sure if I want to do them. Like, would they fit? Should I not bother? Oops. Huh. Interesting. Apparently holding down the button. Never mind. Okay, so it's definitely brown, but like, what is it? Is it wood? Is it stone? I legitimately cannot tell. Hmm. See, I like that I did include the curve, I just don't like this. I wonder. Ooh, that's big. Maybe not. I know I can make a curve. could work. Oh, how about that? You know what? It's not perfect, but it certainly creates the illusion. Ah, shit. Okay, now the floor. That's marble, I guess. Got a green marble. It's got a sort of a random cut pan into it though. Unfortunately, that's not an option for me. Maybe not. That pattern, also that's nowhere near green enough. Too blue. Got the green at least. Now what is the ceiling looking like, assuming... That's a good question. What the bloody hell is the ceiling looking like? Don't know, it's kind of just bleh. That's actually pretty damn close. Alright, that's good, that's good. So the only thing left would be, I guess, to see if I want to add in some plants. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait till next time because it's 6 o'clock. We made some good progress today. We got, obviously, polish off this room, and then we got, like, what? 3, 4 rooms on the ground floor left to do, and then we just got the upstairs. So yeah, really moving along with this. We're getting there nice and slowly. Some bits are some bits are definitely easier than others, depending on how much detail, of course, that I wish to put in. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.